One last question and then that's…
So you mentioned don't tweak your desire, instead tweak your confidence. Can you elaborate a bit on that? And what is your definition of confidence?
So tweaking the desire, unfortunately, gets labeled as ambition, and that seems to rule a whole lot of people at a very early age. Desire is like this. For example, you, let's say, live in America, your neighbor has a big car. What will be your desire? To have two cars like that or something bigger than that, something like this. Suppose you're living in a remote place somewhere else in the world where they don't know any such cars. Your neighbor had a buffalo, what would be your desire? Two buffaloes. I'm saying the content of your desire is a consequence of the societies in which you live. It's never about yourself. That's why it never fulfills you. It never makes your life complete, but it keeps you going and going all the time because it is in reaction to the society in which you exist that you're desiring. Because you're in a certain society, you're desiring in a certain way. If you were in a different society, you would be desiring in a different way. Competence comes in two different scales. One is competence of action in the area or the field that we have chosen. That is what you're doing right now, being in a business school because you want to get into business, you're studying business, that's fine. But the other competence is about life. It doesn't matter whether you do business or law or medicine or whatever, still you need to have competence of life because that is the fundamental thing you're doing here. You're not going… your business is not going to be the fundamental aspect of your life. Life is the fundamental, business is one component of that. But life competencies are not taught. By the time one learns, like Jonathan was showing, by the time one begins to figure things, they're 50. Nothing wrong being 50, but 25 years went waste figuring fundamental things. After human beings having existed for millions of years on this planet, by now we should have known how to live, isn't it? I'm talking about the huge amount of experience that human societies must have had, we should have known how to live. But do you see, we seem to be struggling more than ever as a generation of people. This is simply because there is no life competency. When I say life competency, essentially it's about two fundamental things. Your body and your mind should take instructions from you, only then you're competent to live in this world. Yes? No? Even if you want to walk through the street, your body and your mind should take instructions from you.
Sorry, what about you?
What about me?
So you're saying that we shouldn't take advice anybody else from ourselves. Should we take this advice?
You should not. I don't think I ever said anything about advice anyway.
Should we change…
And does it feel like I'm giving you some advice? I'm not.